By now, I'm sure you've heard that Disney is coming to the desert and Rancho Mirage. No, it's not an amusement park. It's what's being called a residential story living community called Cotino.
Story Living by Disney. All new Disney branded master planned residential communities designed to be the perfect setting for Disney fans to write the next exciting chapter in their lives.
What will this mean for the Valley? Here this morning is the mayor of Rancho Mirage, Ted Weil. Welcome, Mayor.
Well, thank you, Joe. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, how did this all come about that Disney is coming to the desert? Walt Disney's no stranger to the desert.
Well, you talk about the Disney magic, and indeed, I think this is an example of it. We approved the master plan for this property in 2019 on an area called Section 31. And the company doing the design work is out of Scottsdale, Arizona. ADM company, an outstanding master plan developer. On Tuesday of last week, we had a meeting with them, and they came in and told us about their association with Disney. It is the first time that we heard that Disney was participating in the project.
So let me ask you, had you known that going in, would things have been different?
No, I don't think they would have been. I mean, we would have probably been more euphoric even earlier. I mean, I've got to tell you, when they came in and talked about Disney and that this is the very first master plan community that they are going to be doing, they're setting up a whole new division. And how flattering is it that they chose Rancho Mirage to be the location for the very first one? I mean, it was mind-boggling. And I mean, I've had people say to me politely, "Oh, come on now, tell us really. You really didn't know anything about it until last week?" And I said, honestly, we did not. We were just absolutely blown away.
And so you have to ask yourself, though, why didn't the development company make that known up front?
Because they only, in the last week or so, got a commitment from Disney to participate in it. In other words, they had been working on this for a very long time, but they had not finalized anything with Disney until just in the last few days before meeting with us. So it wasn't that they were trying to be secretive. If they had made this arrangement with them earlier, I assure you, they would have come in to see us.
You know, it's interesting. This really is not Disney's first foray into residential communities. I mean, they did it in Florida and really not with much success. So how is this one going to be different? And I can't imagine that Disney would be connected with any developer that doesn't follow their lead.
Well, that's exactly right. Well, when you say in Florida, what they did is they built some houses. They did some development around their amusement parks. They've never been involved in a total separated master plan community, with various ingredients, such as this one, that will be estate-sized lots, single-family lots, condominiums, over 55 project. Each one of these segments will have a different builder. And with Disney's muscle, they will have the ability to pick and choose the very best builders in each of these areas. This is brand new for them. They've never done this before.
What kind of price point are we talking about?
We don't know at this point because realistically, the grading on the property is going on now. That will take anywhere from 8 to 12 months to do all of the grading, including the 24-acre Crystal Lagoon. By the time this is finished, it will be a year to a year and a half until you see any sticks in the ground at all. And as you know, in today's day and age, with the price of materials and with inflation, we don't know what the prices are going to be at this point. And of course, Disney hasn't chosen the specific builders for each of these segments as yet.
So there will be HOAs, I would assume.
There will be.
Are there restrictions as to how high those fees can go in Rancho Mirage?
There will be. And of course, again, even though this master plan was approved in 2019, each time one of these segments is submitted to the planning division, the public will have an opportunity to hear what kind of development it is, the size of the properties, the height, the density, the setback, the parking. All of that will each time be approved by planning and the city council.
Now, this lagoon, Crystal Lagoon, that is going to absorb, no pun intended, a lot of water.
Indeed.
What are the restrictions, if any, will they have on this?
Yeah, and of course, that's a justifiable question because even in the very short time, somebody said, wow, a lagoon in the middle of the desert. I mean, don't we have a drought situation? Isn't there a water issue here? This project, I shouldn't say, this land originally was scheduled to have 3 golf courses on it at one time. It has now no golf courses. The original size of the lagoon was going to be 35 acres. It's now 24 acres. The CVWD, Coachella Valley Water District, has allocated a sufficient amount of water to assure that the lagoon will always have plenty of water. In other words, there's a specific allocation from the water district. In addition to that, this development will have a 2-pipe system to every single structure. One pipe will deliver water to the various residences. The other will catch all runoff and replenish the aquifer. So they have built in their own sustainability as far as the project is concerned.
So who do you think they are going to pitch these homes, this development to? Is it the rabid Walt Disney fans? Who's going to buy there, do you think?
I think it's going to be people that are interested in the Rancho Mirage lifestyle. Keep in mind, you're going to have estate-size homes. Obviously, those will be the most expensive. And by the way, those homes will all run along the Bob Hope side of the property because that's one of the covenants that the Annenbergs required when they sold this property many years ago from a standpoint of security to property adjacent to them. There will be single family lots. There'll be condominiums. So the price ranges will be various. I mean, it's going to be people that are coming here now to live in the Coachella Valley and enjoy our lifestyle. Joe, as you're aware, there is nothing for sale right now in the Coachella Valley. As we speak, in the city of Rancho Mirage, there are 66 homes total available for sale. That is, frankly, compared to the normal amount of 300 to 400. 66. I mean, those are going to be gobbled up in no time at all. There is such a demand for people relocating to the valley.
Are they putting this on the fast track so that they can get sticks in the ground sooner maybe than they had hoped?
Well, I think they want to do that, of course, but it's going to take time. And you know how meticulous Disney is. They are very thorough, but they're going to do an educational process and a PR program so that people understand that this is not an amusement park. This is not an entertainment center. This is a residential community. And I think that's the understanding. The first time you hear Disney, right away, it's, oh my gosh, I don't want, Donald Duck and Minnie Mouse running up and down the
right,
street.
exactly.
That's not where I'm interested in living. It is nothing like that whatsoever.
Well, I know that there will be updates throughout this process, which is going to take, some years to complete. Mayor, it is always good to hear from you, and I know you will keep us informed.
I'd be delighted, Joe, and thanks for the opportunity today.